welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to finish cutting the brackets off of the rear end. I'm actually going to drain the rear end, and I'm going to start preparing the rear end to get the axle, to get the tube cut so I can put the shorter axle in. So this video, depending on how long it takes, it may be a couple of days. So it just depends on how much I can do and how easy this is to do. So let's go up to the shop and get started. Okay, starting to remove the rest of the brackets off of this rear end. I'm gonna go ahead and take the calipers and stuff off and just take everything off, and then I'll get back to cutting these brackets and stuff here off. So, all right, I'm gonna set it up on time lapse, and I'm gonna remove the calipers and stuff. Okay, so I got the rear end stripped. All the brake stuff is off. I got a couple of the brackets cut off completely. Just got to grind it down. I'm working on that one, and the leaf spring perch on that one, and the leaf spring perch on that. I'm using a combination of different saws. It's a lot of work. So I flipped the rear end over, so the sides that I already cut off there on the bottom. So what I'm going to do now, just like I said, is I'm going to get, it's taking a lot of time, so I've been pacing myself basically, but I just got to get these cut off and get the leaf spring purchase off, and then grind it down, and then drain it, and then remove the axles. And of course I'm going to clean it up real good and power wash it before I take it to the place. I don't know if I told you, but I guess I'll tell you in the outro. I had said that I was going to use this rear end just like it is, but it's not going to work because the 3 inches, because it's offset, the 3 inches is going to be on one side. So it's going to either be plus 3 inches on one side or minus 3 inches on the other side, which is not going to work. I can't split the difference because it's an offset rear end. But I did find a place that's local to me that they actually cut the rear end down for me. So I just have to go and get a short side axle. So I'll probably go to Pull Apart and see if I can get a short side axle and have that ready for them. My goal is to take the whole plain rear end to them, let them cut it, weld it back together, weld a purchase on it, bring it back to me, and then I reassemble everything. So all right, so I know much of this video was time lapse, but I'm gonna go ahead and get back to it. My battery is dead in my saw. I went through like 4 or 5 blades in the yellow saw right there. So we'll get back to it, and hopefully I can at least get all the brackets cut off of it today and kind of clean it up a little bit. All right, making progress. Only thing I have left now is the purchase, and the purchase are a lot thicker than the other brackets. So it's taking quite a bit of cutting blades, time, effort, and energy to get through these perches. So I just got to get the rest of that perch off there, and then cut this perch off, and just start grinding and making things smooth. But for anybody who said that this is easy, this is not easy. It requires a lot of time, a lot of blades, a lot of batteries, and I guess it's worth it if you want to save the money, but it's definitely not easy. Okay, brackets are cut off. I got the fan on, so I apologize if you can't hear me, but brackets are cut off now. I just got to cut the little basically cut the little remnants off and grind it down to make it look a little bit better. All right, making progress. Got the back side of it cleaned out, smooth, ground down. Now I'm working on this side, and then I'm gonna flip it and do the top side. So, like I said before, it's just not easy, but at least I'm making progress. All right, so I got both sides grounded down, got it smooth. I just gotta rotate it and get the other side, but I'm gonna call it a day. I've done a lot today, so I'm gonna call it a day, and I'll pick back up on this. Okay, so after a bunch of grinding and cutting, this side is finished. Got everything grounded down smooth. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the other side now. And this is the short side, so this is the side that's not being cut. So technically I should have spent more time over on that side than this side. But let me get back to it. I decided not to time lapse anyway because this is technically not a how-to. So me going through every single step is not really that important. So that's why I decided not to time lapse. I'll just show you the stuff when it's completed. Okay, so both sides are done now. What I'm getting ready to do now is go ahead and take this pan off and drain it so I can get the axles out and measure so I can get this tube cut. So let me go ahead and get the impact and take this cover off and get something to let it drain in. All right, so I got the cover loose and got it draining. I hate the smell of gear oil. I don't know if y'all ever smelled it, but it's some really bad smelling oil. So hopefully I get all my bolts out and they don't fall in it and I have to fish through it. All right, I'll come back to the video when I get ready to take the C-clips out. Okay, so I'm having a little setback. I'm on my way to Harbor Freight now to get a bolt extractor. There's an 8mm bolt that holds the C-clips in, basically is a rod that actually goes through the middle to hold the C-clips in. And I was taking the bolt out and I noticed that the bolt looked shorter than usual. So I tried to get the center section out when I took the bolt out and it wouldn't come. And I looked down at the bolt and the bolt actually broke. So I'm on my way to Harbor Freight now to see if I can get a bolt extractor to go in there. And it's like a really tight spot, so it's going to be hard to get to as far as getting something up in there and getting the bolt out. So the only thing I can try is a bolt extractor. So I'm going to try that, and just like I said, hopefully it works. If not, I have no clue how I'm going to get this thing out. So I guess wish me luck. When I get back up to the shop, I'll show you what I'm talking about with the bolt that broke out or broke off. And just like I said, it's just a bad spot for the actual bolt to break. And then once I get the bolt out, I still have to see if I can find another bolt. So, which I guess is not too hard, because when I go to the junkyard to get the axle, I got to do the same thing, hoping that that bolt doesn't break. But I could get that bolt as well. So, alright, well, just like I said, I'm on my way to Harbor Freight now. I'll come back to the video once I got something that I think will work. So this is the pin that broke on me yesterday. I was able to drill it out enough to get it to break and then pull it out, but it went right through the center of that. So I went to Harbor Freight, got a drill bit, and I was able to drill it out enough to get it to break, to pull it out. So now I got the rear end cut. We lost power in the shop yesterday, so I did a lot of stuff because I got battery operated tools, but I couldn't record because it was dark. But I'm getting ready to put it together right now and just get everything set up to weld. But that's what I'm doing now. Okay, so I got the rear end welded. I'm just going through filling in some divots and stuff in it, like right there and right there. It's taking a long time to fill in the divots and to grind and stuff, so I'm not gonna keep recording this. I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out and continue to work on this. So in the next video, you may see I already have it done, cleaned up, and painted. So I don't know if I'm gonna put that in the next video or not, but just like I said, once I finish this, I'm just gonna paint it and paint the calipers and put the calipers and stuff back together. But actually, no, in my next video, I'm probably gonna go to pull apart to get an axle. I forgot I don't have a short axle for it. That axle right here is the long axle, and I need to get another short axle. So that would probably be the next video that you see. So let me go ahead and close this video out. Okay, so this video is starting to get long, and I decided to go ahead and close it out so it wouldn't be too long. You see I got the rear end, all the brackets grind off the rear end. I got the rear end cut, got the axle out, and got it welded back together. Just like I just said, I'm just gonna finish grinding on it and filling in some little divots, and I don't want to hold you through this while I do the little tedious task of doing stuff like that. I was gonna take this rear end to a place. We have a place locally that would have cut it and welded and put everything back together. It probably would have cost me about $500 and a couple of weeks. So I decided to do it myself to save the money, one, and also I'm already running behind on this project, so I don't need another couple of weeks holding me back. So thanks for watching. Click on that subscribe button if you haven't. Click that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.